to see your interviews.
Thank you so much. That's a wrap on part one of our conversation with Vedanta Group Chairman Anil Agarwal, but we will continue to bring you more interesting snippets into his success story on part two. So come back to us. You're watching All for This One Moment. Welcome back. You're watching CNBC TV 18 and Lufthansa's All for This One Moment. I'm Shireen Ban. We've been talking to the founder of the Vedanta Group, Anil Agarwal, and now it's time for us to continue our conversation. You know, one of the other things that I wanted to actually talk to you about is your risk-taking ability, and that's something that Vallabh Bhansali also spoke about. What, to your mind, would be the biggest risk that you've taken in your career so far? Because there have been so many things that you've actually done.
I think every deal which I have done, we have taken over about 7 company, expanded, phenomenal, you know, and every time there was a huge risk. When I was buying Balco, we have to pay 600 crore. When I completed the deal, Tarun called me. He says, "We don't have any money. What are you doing?" I says, "That's fine. Let's go on." And
600 crores doesn't matter. We'll get it, is it?
We'll get it. I can tell you, I got a phone call from the chairman of the one of the bank, and he says, "I've been calling Tarun. He's not taking money from us. You must take 100 crores from us." I said, "Oh my God, that's nice."
So would you say Balco has in that sense been your biggest challenge, your toughest challenge?
I think every challenge was a great challenge from to set up the greenfield project of Tuticorin copper smelter, moving from Maharashtra, Ratnagiri to 2 shipload of equipment to Tuticorin, setting up that copper smelter plant, then setting up, buying the Malco was tough, Madras Aluminium. Balco came in our fold. It was very, very tough, but I was sure. No, Balco used to produce 1 lakh ton.
Yeah.
Today we are going to produce 25 lakh tons. So, Balco, Hindustan Zinc, we took over Kankula copper mine. It was a phenomenal. Sesa Goa. So each was a challenge. And I enjoy each of that move.
Okay, you've spoken about the hits, but there have also been plenty of misses as far as your career is concerned, and I believe it's what, a 6:2. So for every 6 projects that you do, you actually, you know, there's been 2 failures or 2 not so successful projects. Take us through some of the biggest failures and the ones that you regret.
You know, I was very passionate to get into the aluminium business. And I was very keen to buy Indian aluminium from Alken. And in the history of India, I have given open bid. And it was a great, I think it didn't happen. It didn't happen, but took me 3-4 years to overcome with that, because I really work hard for it. But good that it has not happened, because I was buying that company almost 1,500 crore. The same better asset, Balco, I got it at 500 crore or 600 crore.
So it's something that you regret, but you think in the long run it's worked out for you?
Yeah, every time I regretted, I realized there is some meaning behind it, because my effort was genuine, and going forward, I always find that effort is paying me now.
So there's the hand of God, is it?
It's a God is a faith, and I believe that, you know, like your parents, like your God. So that's a very strong support you have.
I know you're passionate about, not religion, but you're passionate about faith, and you do visit the temple as often as you possibly can, especially when you're back home in India. But something else that you're very, very passionate about, I understand, are Hindi movies.
Who Indian will not be passionate about
How often do you actually get to watch a movie?
First day, first show.
First day, first show. What's the last movie that you've actually watched?
The one must have released 5 days back. I must have gone there, Kal Aaj.
Love Aajkal. All right, okay. So Anil Agarwal's watched Love Aajkal. On that note, it's time for us to surprise you with another very special message that's come into us, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this one.
Anil Saab I've known for years actually. I think I met him first at a get-together, and then he invited me over to his house. I met his family, his daughter and his wife, and what I liked about him is that you meet very few people. I got to know his businesses later, but before that what I liked about him is that he's always very wonderstruck with simple things of life, to me, which is a very appealing quality in any person, that you can be really happy with very small little goodness around you. So he would come to the park. I play with my kids there, and I would take the kids out for a cycling ride, and he would join in. And then one day he took me to his office and discussed businesses, what he does, and I realized he's really a busy man. He's an amazingly intricately involved businessman, and to be able to take time out and be able to enjoy these small wonders of life is a great quality.
What makes Anil Agarwal happy? Because Shah Rukh Khan says that the smallest things in life still make you happy. What makes you happy at this point in time?
Yeah, this was a surprise for me. But the small things make you become more happier to playing with the kids, cycling. One day I went to Shah Rukh's house and I find he was not there. He was inside the sofa and playing with his kid. And I said, oh my God, I can't believe it. So these small things definitely keep you very happy.
Okay, Shah Rukh also told us that you must ask Anil Agarwal about how he first went to the US. His first US trip. He said that's an interesting story. You must ask him about it. Share that with us.
No, again, we never thought, I have no idea I have to cross Europe to go to US, and I have to buy something. I was trying to buy a piece of equipment. I had a friend of mine, some others. We managed to take to the travel agent the ticket. We sat on the plane. It was 82, 83. And very difficult. We had a $500. That's all we used to get from the foreign exchange, the Reserve Bank permission, and very precious. And I remember in the flight, I think it was Lufthansa or Air India, one of those, Air India. So I have been told that the best thing you do when you go abroad, ask for Bacardi with Coke, Bacardi rum with the Coke. So I asked this girl who was serving there, and she given us 2 Bacardi with the Coke, and asked for $3 each, $6, and we given back the drink to them. I said, look.
You actually returned a Bacardi and Coke which cost you $3.
No, this is $100, very precious. I can't change it. So that's how we started. We went there. We find somebody on the aircraft. They were enjoying with us because entire journey we were joking, laughing, making people laugh. And he asked me, where you're going to stay? I says, well, anywhere, maybe with you. So he started thinking, and then he says, where is your overcoat? I said, this is the coat. I've never had an idea that you need an overcoat in the winter in US. So when we arrived, this gentleman was very nice to us. I met him first time. He took us home. And you must believe we were there for 15 days. We taken over the entire house. We really wanted that he should not kick us out.
And this is just somebody you actually met on a flight.
Met on the flight. It was very nice of him.
On that note, it's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but we will return with more stories from Anil Agarwal on All for This One Moment.
Participate in the All for This One Moment contest. Answer this simple question. What is Anil Agarwal's favorite leisure activity? A. Watching Hindi movies. B. Playing golf. C. Reading. SMS LH moment space followed by your answer option A, B or C to 51818 and win yourself fabulous gift hampers from Lufthansa.
Welcome back. You're watching CNBC TV 18 and Lufthansa's All for This One Moment. We're in conversation with Anil Agarwal of the Vedanta Group. Okay, so we've talked about how 1986 in that sense was a watershed year. Would you say the next big turning point in your life was really 2003?
I think so, 2003, and I think after 86 I didn't look back. but I always wanted India to be in the world map. Always wanted to be, no question. People will say Indian, and now I say Indian. That's how I always wanted, and that's what is happening.
Did you at that point in time compare yourself to how Lakshmi Mittal was doing, and did you actually aspire to have that sort of success as well, because it was pretty much around the same time?
No, you aspire by all this, whether it's Dhirubhai, G.D. Birla, Ratan Tata, this all were all around. All around. I didn't have much of experience of knowing about the international legend, but these people were around, and you learned something from them. But definitely had a tremendous ambition that India is a great country, and we are not doing much about it. And I can't be a politician. I only know business, and whatever profession I'm going to make big.
It's time for us now to surprise Mr. Agarwal with someone else who actually has seen him evolve again as a business personality, and is in a sense a peer of his also. Here's A.M. Naik.
He's one of the greatest entrepreneur and a warm businessman. You know, I mean, he's unassuming. He does not have that, ego, and therefore he gets along with anyone. He has a very good sense in metals, and I think he has done tremendously well, perhaps better than anyone in the non-ferrous industry.
Would you ever consider a hostile takeover?
There's no hard and fast rule. It's all depend on the situation, what is coming. I think our hands are full for 3 years. We have tremendous plan to create this company as a great height, to create India as the metal mining map. And I'm not looking anything great in this process, because our resources are full. We are a listed company. We have to be very careful what we are doing. But as some opportunity sometime comes, we will look at.
Were there any truth to reports that you actually tied up with Rio Tinto to do a hostile takeover of Hindalco?
No, Hindalco, no. See, Hindalco, we need couple of other people in my business. That's the only company which is in the business, and it's a very healthy company. And we need in India a couple of other companies to be there, and Hindalco was never be on my radar, and I can tell you I've never thought of
a hostile takeover
of Hindalco.
So the reason for Mr. Birla to actually up his stake from 17% to 28%, there was no, Anil Agarwal was not behind that, is it?
I think that's a very natural process, what I'm sure believe that he must be doing. We all have done, because we need to increase our stake to be strong enough to take strong decisions. And that's very important. That must be the reason he has increased his stake.
But there was no truth to the reports of toying up.
Absolutely no truth.
There are question marks on the succession plan as far as Vedanta is concerned. Your son is part of the company, he's on the board, your nephew is part of the company, your brother is part of the company. Do you have a broad succession plan in mind at this point in time? See,
we have, I'm very clear that most of our wealth is going back to the society, for sure. 75% of our wealth or more will go back to society. I'm 55, I'm ready to go another couple of years very well. I'm going to grow this company as an institution. It's going to be a tremendous company in terms of institution. My brother Naveen is a very strong professional. He's working very well. My son is working very well. But as far as the succession is concerned, what kind of succession you are looking? Because
who takes over after you?
No, but this company is not going to run. Today also, my company does not run by any of the family person. It's run by each of vertical by independent professional.
Sure, but you're still
who
there.
Run the company.
But you're still there. You make the strategic direction as far as where it's headed.
Yes, sure. But going forward, today I'm looking the growth of 50% or 80%. But time to come, the growth will come down to 15 to 20%. And it's a very professionally to how to drive this company. There is nothing much to do in terms of as a huge risk-taking ability.
So what will the Agarwal Rolls family be in that sense? If you're saying that you want it to be a professionally managed institution, what role do you actually see, for instance, for your son after you?
At this point of time, we are the owner. I own 56%, and that's it's controlled by me, and we control it. I have a people who are developing beautiful. Every family member I have a responsibility. Even some of the friends' children are, but going forward, my son is there. He has all the wealth. If he can develop himself very well, he has to be successful in life. Whether he need to come into my chair or not, I have no idea. I've still long way to go. But I give everybody opportunity. Please come forward, make this company 5 times bigger.
Okay. On that note, it's time for us to surprise Mr. Agarwal with somebody else who has actually seen him evolve as a business leader.
He's taken the company to new heights. He has a very good model of raising resources in United States, UK and other countries, and investing bulk of them on very crucially important projects in India, in Odisha, Rajasthan, in the south, in Tuticorin. So he has expanded the company mainly by raising resources abroad. I would rate him as one of the best in the country in this respect.
On that note, it's time for us to take a quick commercial break. When we return, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, where an unsung entrepreneur gets the chance to actually meet Anil Agarwal. That and more on All for This One Moment.
Participate in the All for This One Moment contest. Answer this simple question. What is Anil Agarwal's favorite leisure activity? A. Watching Hindi movies. B. Playing golf. C. Reading. SMS LH moment space followed by your answer option A, B or C to 51818 and win yourself fabulous gift hampers from Lufthansa.
Welcome back. You're watching CNBC TV 18 and Lufthansa's All for This One Moment. It's that time of the show when we bring out our unsung entrepreneur and give him a chance to actually meet with Anil Agarwal. But before I bring him out, here's a look at his success story.
Ashit Doshi joined his family-owned water management business at the age of 23. He took charge of the company in 1993 and turned the company around from a single product company to one that has multiple complete water management solutions. In his 16 years, he has increased the turnover of the company from 30 lakhs to over 300 crores. Under his stewardship, the company has also tied up with Veolia, a global major in the water management business.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our unsung entrepreneur, Ashit Doshi. You get my chair, so there you go.
So nice to get this opportunity to meet you and to interact with you. For any leader, any business entrepreneur, when he wants to grow in his life, like you said that you are growing through professionals, not just a family member. We are also a family company, so I'm asking this question from that angle. While identifying those leaders, you meet with success, you meet with failure. How you identify a good talent in the market, and in the process when it goes through success and failure, how you deal with them? Because there are expectations from them, and when those expectations are not met, how you challenge, how you take care of that?
I can only look at the history. Most of the all this large company has been started by some individual, some point of time. So that's how it's revolve. How that happened is up to us, the leader, who has the determination, the vision, ready to show the path, and work with the team and to build the team. And they make a mistake. You ignore those mistakes. Power of ignorance is a great thing. And it's take time. It's a cooking time. It's take time to cook it. So when you cook it in the slow firing, it's better. So it is a process. You're going through the process. There is no professionalism. I think we are the best professional. I think there is no difference between us, me, and I think people who's taking the leadership role in the company. They are better position, better knowledge, but it's a team which has been built up, and we have to think like that. And we all have to draw the salary, we all have to remain very professional. That's the only way we can take it forward.
All right, on that note, it's time for us to bring out our final special guest, our representative from Lufthansa, who's got a special memento for both our guests tonight.
Mr. Agarwal, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
For this one moment.
Thank you for creating this.
In our 50th year in India, I'd like to take the opportunity of presenting you with your own A380 model, and it has your name, Kristen, on it.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mr. Doshi, once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We would love to give you a ticket round trip from India to Europe via any of our 2 hubs in Frankfurt and Munich. You have the choice of flying from 54 flights out of India per week from 7 cities.
Okay.
So these are the tickets here.
Thank you so much.
All right, gentlemen, many thanks for joining us. Congratulations. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Agarwal.
you
It's
very
been a
much.
pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On that note, it's time for us to wrap up this episode of All for This One Moment. We'll see you again next week with another leading Indian business legend. Till then, from all of us here, goodbye and many thanks for watching. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much.